You see how IG play. IG be playing dirty. But ain't no stopping, though. Ain't no stopping. Again, take some notes. Get you a pen and pad. Take some screenshots. You see how they keep... I just got on the beam out and they already zapped it. Because they know what's finna happen, fam. Peace, peace, peace. Peace and love to all the Muslims. Y'all ready, man? No more delays. What's on your wall, though? What's on your wall, though? Huh? What you rap, man? What you rap? What do you stand for? Don't tell me you stand for melanated. Don't tell me you stand for Hebrew. Don't tell me you stand for the universe and guys and the guys and all. Don't tell me none of that, man. What nation do you stand for? What nation on God's green earth do you stand for? Don't tell me nothing about none of that other stuff that don't make no sense. Peace. Oh yeah. We on a late night cook up right now. We on a late night cook up. What you stand for? Moors, what you stand for? Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. That's what you stand for? Or you stand for beliefs? So, straight to the literature. Anybody got a discrepancy, you go straight to the literature. Let's go. Islam. We got to kick it off with Noble Drew Ali. So let's kick it off then. Ain't no delays, fam. Foot on the gas. Ain't no delays. The Exhuming of a Nation. You could get this book off AfricanWorldBooks.com. AfricanWorldBooks.com. So in this particular book, there's a section called the Prophecies and the Hadiths of Noble Drew Ali. He said, if you doubt that I am a prophet, watch my prophecies. All right. We gonna kick it off right here. Check this out. Oh, y'all in for a treat tonight. You in for a treat tonight. Remember, this ain't about Cush Day. This is about the Moors Divine and National Movement. That's what this is about. If you doubt that I'm the prophet, watch my prophecies. Noble Drew Ali, he's the man. So he said that right there in the 1920s, 100 years ago. Peace. This is what he said, and this is what he meant. Because I'm going to show you in a second how real it is. Noble Drew Ali said this right here. He say, watch the newspapers and listen to the radio. I'm going to make the European tell the truth. Say he was going to make the European tell the truth. Now, I want y'all to see this video right here. This ain't my video. This is somebody else. But I want y'all to listen to this video real quick. Check it out.
Also, no. All right, this is for all those who saying the European don't ever get no assistance. The European this, the European that. All right, listen to this European. Let's see what he got to say. Peace and fraternal greetings. I am Brett Trismegistus.
Listen.
Also known as Brett Godson. Some of you may know me as B-God. I am a 32nd degree and Holy Royal Archmason, a tried and true student and scholar of the ancient mysteries and ancient Freemasonry, which are one and the same. Some of you may know this as more science.
Hold up. Pause. Pause. Noble Drew Ali. Noble Drew Ali. He wrote this in the 1920s, y'all. Peace. He wrote this in the 1920s. If you doubt that I'm a prophet, watch my prophecies. Hold up. 1920s? And he went on to say, I'm going to make the European tell the truth. First question is this. He has Noble Drew Ali in the corner with a fez on. Hold up. That's Noble Drew Ali right there with a fez on in the corner. And he just said he was a so-called Freemason. This is why all this information is an explosion, because it's all coming out. You can't hold truth back but so long. It's always going to come out. See that? This man right here, the prophet Noble Drew Ali, wrote this in the 1920s and said, watch my prophecies. If you doubt, I'm going to make the European tell the truth. Yeah, let's go.
Wait, did he just say more science? No. Let's back up.
Some of you may know this as more science.
Oh, wow.
I come to you at this time.
Never heard of that before.
Important message. Through my diligent studies of the world religions.
Listen.
And secret societies, there is no better teaching for the Asiatics in America than the divine wisdom of the Honorable Prophet Noble Drew Ali in the Moore Science Temple of America.
Listen.
I bear witness.
Hold on. Didn't the prophet say that this was going to happen?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't he say watch the news?
Mm-hmm.
The teachings of Prophet Noble Drew Ali being the sure foundation stone for the redemption and salvation of Asiatics in America who have been misnomered, Negro, Black, African American, colored, etc.
Pause. Just let that die. Just let that right there. Just let that just marinate a little bit. Just let that right there just marinate a little bit inside your crock pot. Let that what he just said, let it marinate a little bit. Let it marinate a little bit. And then you will say, damn, wait a minute. So it's a hybrid Albion, European, telling Moors that they're not Negro, Black, colored, African American, Indian, Hebrew. The hybrid European telling you that. But whole time, Noble Drew Ali said these words in the 1920s. Do the math. Fam, that's 100 years ago. That's 100 years ago. That's a century ago. But nah, you think nationality don't matter and you could just call yourself any name that you want to call yourself in the world. Yeah, for real. I'm going to make the European tell the truth. Watch the newspapers, listen to the radio. If that ain't a prophecy being fulfilled, I don't know what is. If you doubt that I am a prophet, watch my prophecies. By you being born here doesn't make you a citizen. Negroes, blacks, and color people are names given to slaves during the time of slavery. Correct me if I'm wrong, but is anybody outside got you in chains? Does anybody outside got your legs chained up? Does anybody outside got your arms chained up? So if nobody outside got you chained up, why would you still be misidentifying as a slave if you say you so free and all this? The book right here, I'm going to show you and I'm going to tell you. It's called The Exhuming of a Nation. Get this book in your library. This book go crazy. This book probably got about 10 books inside this one book. Maybe more than that. Go crazy though. Let's go.
These labels were created by slave owners and given to their slaves in 1779.
Oh, wow. Hold up. Bring that back. Because the prophet Noble Drew Ali said this in the 1920s, though. But y'all don't want to listen to that, though. You know, people be hard-headed. They like, nah, Cush, man, you just believe that. Y'all Moors, y'all just believe that. That don't really, you believe what you believe, and I'm going to believe what I believe. That's how they take it. Like this based off some kind of belief system or something. Negroes, blacks, and colored people are names given to slaves during the time of slavery,
etc. These labels were created by slave owners and given to their slaves in 1779.
Listen. Listen, fam. It's undeniable that Prophet Noble Drew Ali was so advanced and ahead of his time, doing the work. Doing the work. Doing the work. Question time. Ask any one of these so-called black leaders to show you anywhere in a book like this. Anywhere in a book like this. Matter of fact, another question. Do any of these so-called black politicians, black leaders, black activists, do they ever show any of these books right here? Let's see. Let's go right here first. Do they ever show this? Now, I want you to do your best to get out of your emotions. Because if you in your emotions, that's going to cloud your thinking. You can't be emotionally triggered and think it critically at the same time. You can't do it. You cannot do it. You have to have a calm, clear mentality. You have to have a calm mind to think critically. You got to have a calm mind. Yeah. Oh, you just ordered this dictionary? Yeah. Get this in your life. Now, I want y'all to ask yourself a question. Minus the emotions. Negative emotions. I'm not talking about you being happy. I'm not talking about you being excited. I'm talking about because another misconception is, well, Moors, they emotionless. No. People that study don't get emotionally charged to where we not thinking. See, this is about thinking. All schools of thought lead to the path of knowledge. It's about thinking, learning, sharing information. Back to the questions. Have you seen any one of these Hebrew Israelites, Seventh-day Adventists? Have you seen any of these black leaders? Have you seen any of these black activists? Do they ever pull out this? Do they ever show any kind of law books? Do they do that? Do they show any dictionaries? When they be talking, do they show any dictionaries of the language that they're speaking? So you speak this language, but you don't want to show a dictionary of the language that you speak? Something wrong with that. Something wrong. We're going to time travel. We're going to jump all the way back to 1828. See, we a time travel. Yeah. See, we a time travel. You see, you speak this language, but you don't ever want to show a dictionary of the language that you speak. Something wrong with that. Because you're using words, but you don't want to look up the definition of the words. Because you say, oh, it's the white man's book. It's the white man's. You said you seen it? Okay. And then if you seen it, then you ask them, well, what's your nationality? You say you seen it? Okay. You ask the person that you say you seen, you say, what's your nationality? And if they say they're a black person, they say they're African American person, they taking, I'm gonna use the words from Tony Montana. They taking you for a long ride. They taking you for a long ride. Benjamin Crump, you look up Benjamin Crump, pull up Benjamin Crump resume. You say they do it quite often. Actually, Israelites do. Okay. Israelites are Moors. Yeah. You do the lineage of Israelites. Israelites are Moors. Now, when you're talking about make it make sense, make it make sense. Law dictionary, Black's Law Dictionary, taped up and everything, been through the trenches. Been through the trenches with this dictionary. This is a Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition. Been through some trenches. Now we go right here. Right there. Valentine's Law Dictionary. With pronunciations. 3rd edition. We go right here. We got dictionaries all over the place. But then they'll tell you, well, that's the white man's book. Answer me this. Anybody out there saying they're a Hebrew Israelite? How are you saying you a Hebrew Israelite? Says you more just, see, you don't know what you're talking about. You see, you don't know what you're talking about. You could push the button right there if you feel like it. You could push the button. And I can prove what I'm talking about. You just typing. Can you prove what you're talking about? Because I'm going to shut your whole thing down. Right here on the beam out, live. I'm going to shut you down. Because if you saying that you black means pale. Are you pale? Are you pale? Are you pale? Because that's the first thing I want you to think about. When you think about pushing that button, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you, are you pale? Huh? Are you pale? So you are pale. So you are pale? So you're pale. You're a pale man. So you're pale. Okay. No, I just said, all you gotta do is push the button. You say I'm just talking. You said, who said I said I'm black? I asked you, are you pale? What's your nationality then? What's your nationality? See? You say, what's your nationality? That's all you gotta do. All you gotta do is push the button. That's all you gotta do. We can have a dialogue. We can have a dialogue. All you gotta do is push the button. See? That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do is push the button. You ain't gonna push the button? You ain't gonna push the button though. So look, an American, a native of America. See that? First of all, American is a noun. Means it's a person, place, or a thing. You said you're an Israelite. Right. Okay. So your Israelites are Moors. Exactly. Talk to them. Dope nails, talk to them. You're being combative. You're being combative. You're being distracted because you're going by what you believe instead of listening. It's okay though. This is making you uncomfortable. This is making you uncomfortable. No different than when you go to the gym. You go to the gym, you ain't in there to be comfortable. Hopefully, you go to the gym to get uncomfortable because you flexing them muscles with the weights. So when you going in there lifting weights, hopefully you trying to get bigger. Okay, you had breakfast. So enjoy your breakfast then. That's all you got to do. Enjoy your breakfast. If you eating your breakfast, how you got time to type meat? It don't make sense. What you typing don't make sense. It doesn't make sense. If you enjoying your breakfast, how you got time to type meat? See? You see, you're being argumentative and combative. You're not making no sense. See? You had breakfast, eating toast and whatever you eating, bagels, but you got time to type meat. And then what you typing ain't even flowing. Well, what's going on? Islam. So when you say an American, a native of America, originally applied to the Aboriginals, or having copper colored races found here by the Europeans. Yeah, he eating bagels. Yeah, the food must be garbage. Your breakfast must be trash there because you got time to type me. And then what you typing, you low-key hating though. Listen, You said research. Watch this. You said research. You said, hold up. You said you just can't handle. It's real peculiar that you said you eating breakfast, but you got time to type me, and you ain't got time to push the button. Then you just said you just can't handle a different research base. I'm glad you on here, cause you finna get Dikembe Mutombo in a second. You finna get Dikembe, cause you on here just want to troll. Well, watch this though. Watch this though. You said you an Israelite. Israelite, but you live in America because you say you're an Israelite. Okay. Have you ever looked up the date when Israel became a nation? Did you ever look that up? Look up. Oh, the button is already, you finally pushed it? Okay. You said you eating your breakfast. So let's see. You eating your breakfast, you ready to push the button.
Yeah, I
Now
pushed
you
the button
know.
already. Listen, hold on. Listen, I know it's your forum. I
Listen.
know
You
it's your
don't come on.
forum. I know it's your forum. I
Listen.
walked you talking tough and asked me, oh,
Listen.
step away
Don't
from the
start
breakfast.
talking
I stepped
crazy
away
on
from the
here.
breakfast. Let me let you know real quick. I stepped away from my breakfast and I
That's on
requested 2
you.
times and waited. I know it is. And so all I'm
That's on
doing is I'm
you.
coming here to let you know that I didn't
Let me
come
know
on
what.
here to be, I'm letting you know. I'm saying I
You
didn't
let
come
me
on here
know
to
what.
beef with you, and I'm in the middle of telling you. That's your problem, is that you don't want to hear anything other than what you think you know. So
Man,
I pushed the
listen.
button twice. I pushed the button.
I ain't got time for you. You took all that time just to say nothing. You took all that time. You stepped away from your breakfast. You get on there. You start doing all this. You talking about nothing. You said you acting like you had something to say. Then come on there and say it's my problem. What do you? That's what you stepped away from your breakfast for? That's what you stepped away from your breakfast for, man. You not finna come over here try to out talk me. That's your problem. You don't jump on nobody's demo and try to out talk them. You on here. You ain't I'm quarterbacking this. You ain't running nothing. What you on? This ain't that. See, you might be you might be doing something like that because that's the way you think you gonna run something over here. You might run something over there where where you at. You don't run nothing over here. So look, now you had your shot, G. You had your shot. You killed yourself. You had your shot. You said you an Israelite. What nationality is that? Go finish up your breakfast, G. Go finish up your breakfast. You said you an Israelite. Okay, what nationality is that? So we on business right now. We ain't even messing with you. You like a distraction. I don't know, maybe you ate your breakfast terrible or something. You want something to eat. Listen, man. Adios, man. Bye. Yeah, you stepped away from your green eggs and ham, man. Yeah. Look. So you said, yeah, finish your breakfast. Move around, goofy. Black. Black means pale. To become pale. To turn white. To become black. To blacken. So how you gonna be a black person? How are you gonna be that? Goofball had an opportunity to say whatever he was gonna say. He said, "I'll finish." He said, "That's you saying what you saying," and I'm an Israelite. Okay, Israelites are Moors though. Then after all that finishing your breakfast, you stepped away from your breakfast. You did all that trying to debo what's going on this side. No sir. What you see? And then on top of that, it's the morning time. So why are you so hostile in the morning time? Oh, you must Oh, you must have fell out on the wrong side of the bed or something. So you thought you was gonna come over here and try to bring some of that negative energy on this side because you got up on the wrong side of the bed or something. Yo, this ain't that, G. This ain't that. You woke up on the wrong side of the bed, so you trying to bring all that negative energy on this side. Negative. It's not gonna happen. Y'all angry? Why you all angry? You said it's breakfast time. You should be happy. You should have a smile on your face. Obviously, these words, this conversation is making you very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. So you all aggressive and that ain't gonna work over here. That ain't finna work over here. Truth still gonna get spit out. What you thought? How somebody wake up angry though? Supposed to wake up happy. Happy you alive. On your higher self. How you wake up angry? Talk, listen. What? Get off my line. What is you on? Back to what the prophet Noah was putting out since the 1920s though. We back on this. Ah, yeah, the title got him all. He got it. He all tight over there. He all tight over there. I don't see how you wake up angry. Maybe his breakfast was garbage. I don't know. Whoever cooked it, right? Listen, Linda, listen. Yo. So the prophet Noah said, I'm going to make the European tell the truth. And what's happening is in this video. We ain't even get really started yet. Dude tried to come bring all his negative energy on this feed. No, sir. We ain't going. Yeah, he needs some fruit. He need a milkshake. He need a cleanser or something. I don't know. Maybe real life. Maybe he need a cleanser. I don't know. Anybody out there, make smoothies or something? I don't even know what his IG handle was. I don't know. Get him a colon cleanser. Get him something. I don't know. Get him something. I don't know. He need a cleanser or something. He woke up on the wrong side of the bed, try to bring all that in there. Listen. That ain't gonna happen over here. Give fool a colon cleanser, man. Get him a detox.
Many today, in 2016, still identify with these labels.
2016?
Words are very important and very powerful, and they have a very strong effect on the human conscious and subconscious mind. These labels were forced upon the Asiatics as a means to dehumanize them and to take away or weaken their identity, their power, their culture, their heritage, and much more. It is very important that you stop identifying with these labels and that you proclaim your nationality and divine creed in the Moorish Science Temple of America.
Oh, wow. But Moors be saying this all the time. Your own people say this all the time. Moors are the same as everybody else out there. There's only two nations on the planet. There's Moorish people and there's Albions, the Germanic tribes on the planet. That's it. People from all around the world, Singapore, Philippines, China, Asia, Brazil, Bolivia, Costa Rica, Tanzania, and everywhere else in between. All of those are Moors. Yeah, I know. You talking about dude, goofball? He probably need a hug or something. I don't know how you wake up. Maybe he need a hug or something. I don't know. But you say you eating breakfast. I mean, if I'm eating breakfast, I'm going to be in a good mood. I'm going to be in a good mood. First of all, I'm going to be happy that I'm up. I'm still alive. I'm still kicking. Second, I'm going to be happy because I got something to eat. I actually got some breakfast to eat. Dude, he seemed angry. Say he need Jesus. Jesus. I don't know. He definitely needs some love or something, man. He ain't on this right here. He ain't on this. He was angry. Listen, Linda. Nah. That's not how this is gonna work. It's not gonna work like that. Nah, exactly. That's why he got the Kimbe off this beam out. We don't need no negative energy. Linda, listen, Linda. Nah, that ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work here. I don't know. Maybe he need a hug or some love or something. I don't know. Maybe somebody could DM a hug or something. Send him a heart or something. Send him some praying hands. Maybe he needs some praying hands or something. Maybe this is just too uncomfortable for him. I don't know. Maybe the truth is just too uncomfortable for certain people. So they getting their feelings. Got to show gratitude. You can see. Yeah, G. Yeah. So as you see right here, the prophet Noble Drew Ali was saying he was going to make the European tell the truth. And the whole time, you don't hear Albion's disagreeing.
And much more. It is very important that you stop identifying with these labels and that you proclaim your nationality.
Proclaim your nationality. Noble Drew Ali said, Moors, if you don't do anything else, proclaim your nationality. I want y'all to think about something real fast. How come everybody else on the planet that we all share on the planet, how come everyone else claims a nation? Think about it. Everyone else claims a land except so-called black people. Everyone else claims an actual place, a landmass, except so-called black people, Indians, African Americans. Don't y'all see how they be playing games with our people? They're playing name games with our people, G. This is, and see, people think it's just like, well, if I say I'm a Moor, what difference is it gonna make? It's gonna make the world a difference because you actually are gonna be in tune with the Creator. How is that, you might ask? How is that, you might ask? I got something I want to share with y'all. On God, black is not a country. Black is not a country. Indian is not a country. Hebrew is not a country. What are you claiming? You're not claiming no actual land. You notice when somebody says, okay, somebody say they Chinese. As soon as you hear somebody say they Chinese, what do you think about? Instantaneously, what do you think about? A Chinese person. You think about Chinese food. You think about martial arts. You think about the Great Wall of China. You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand and overstand what I'm saying right now? Because it's not complicated. It's basic. It's instantaneous. As soon as you hear the name where somebody from, you like, okay, you start associating mentally. It's like you don't even really gotta really think about it because your whole life you've been like, oh, okay, somebody Chinese. Okay, well, the Great Wall of China. Okay. Chinese food, Chinese language, the Chinese flag. It's instant. It's like this. Okay, somebody Japanese. What do you think about when you hear somebody Japanese? Okay, well, you think about a samurai. Okay, you think about the Japanese language. All right, you think about the Japanese flag. Instantaneous. You don't even have to like go like this or nothing. It's instant. So as soon as you hear that Japanese, you're like, oh, okay, flag, land, culture, history, artwork, all that, etc. But when you hear African American, black, what? When you hear white, what? Red people, brown people, what do you think about? Brown ain't got a flag. Brown is a crayon color. It's not a land. Does anybody live on brown land on Earth? No. So does anybody live on white land on Earth? No. So how are those still being associated with an actual bloodline of people? Because you got traders out there that's still promoting that. Yeah, black and white and brown and then you slow it down and you think about it like, wait a minute, there's no land called Israelite. Yeah, exactly. Look, watch this. Watch this. Watch this, Jay. You gotta make it make sense. You gotta make it make sense. Because you got a European on here saying this right here.
That you stop identifying with these labels and that you proclaim your nationality and divine creed in the Moorish Science Temple of America.
You got a hybrid European who's a 32-degree Mason telling our people what the same thing the Prophet Noble Drew Ali told our people in the 1920s. Right here. That's the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. So goofball earlier was like, Moor is just another word for black. I just proved that wrong right there. Because if it was the same thing as black, if Moor meant the same thing as black, then how come the word Moor was hidden from our people growing up? Why didn't you hear about it? Why didn't you hear the word Moor growing up in your life? In the school system. If Moor meant black and the same thing as Indian, then how come that word Moor was not taught to us in the John D. Rockefeller school system? Because it don't mean black. The word blackamoor, that's a compound word. Black, a, more. Black is the adjective, meaning the dark or dark. A, more. Black, a, more. More is the noun. Black is the description of the noun. Black, a, more. See? And they just dropped more off. They dropped a more off and kept black on there. It ain't even complicated. And people are stuck. It is a compound word, but people are stuck on black. They stuck there. Instead of saying black a more, it's really a derogatory. That's a derogatory term. Black or more, that's derogatory. Because we're not black. We're Moors. So when you say black or more, that's derogatory. For real. So look, I brought this out just to show we're in North America, Central America, and that's South America. Okay. Do you see anywhere on this land, anywhere, called black? Show me a place on here. Push the button, Islam, or push the button, and you show me a place on this right here. Whether you think the world is round, whether you think the world is a triangle, whether you think the world is flat, show me on any map ever made where it shows black, brown as a land. Show me. So you got to make it make sense. Show me a land called Hebrew Israelite. Show me that. I'll show you a land called Greenland. And guess what? The people that live in Greenland, they ain't the color green, fam. Show me. Show me in the Bible, in the good book. Show me in the Torah, the Bible, where it says there was a nation of people called black people. Pull it up. Produce it. Produce it. Produce it. Can you produce it? Because I can produce, like other Moors can produce, documentation that the land of Israel was invented. Israel was invented, fam. Israel was invented in the mid-1900s. It was an invention. Just like the term the Middle East, that's an invention. That's not ancient. So when you say you from the Middle East, that's an invention. That's not historical. That's not ancient. So when you say, well, I'm a Hebrew Israelite, that is a faith-based system that you are going with. That's not an identity. That's your tribe and that's your faith. That's not a nation on earth. There's not a nation on earth called Hebrew Israelite. Show me somewhere over here where it says Middle East. Show me. Show me somewhere over here where it says Middle East. There's Turkey, there's Syria, there's Iraq, there's Iran, there's Afghanistan, there's Palestine. There's a Saudi Arabia. Show me where it says on this map, Middle East. There's Israel. Hold up. You said you was a Hebrew Israelite. You're really a Moor. So there's Israel right there. Oh, let me zoom in. Let me get this crystal clear. There's Israel right there. There's Lebanon. There's Beirut. There's Damascus. So where do you see the Middle East at? Where are you? Where are you? The Turkish Moors, they're here. Yeah, facts. Facts, Jordan. The Ottoman Empire. So the Middle East was made up. That would mean the whole story of you being something like an Israelite is not an actual place. So, but you're claiming that it is an identity. Now, let me just show this real quick. Quick fast. Let me just show this real quick, G. Let me just show this real quick. Hold up. Let me just show this real quick. Because we talking right now. Where you at? We building right now. We building, fam. Just want to show y'all something. This right here. Let me see if I can find this real quick. See if I can find this real quick. Okay. So they've told our people that they was Negroes, blacks, Afro-American, African-American. But they never told us when we was growing up. They always managed to leave off the fact that we was always Moors, though. Now, ask yourself, why did they leave this off, but they kept this on here? Facts. Judah is in Utah. Judah is in Utah. Utah. It's in Utah, fam. See, we've been trained, Jay, to think that we have not always been in these lands. We've been trained to think that we had to go somewhere and we had to do something else to be something. I'm going to show y'all another movie clip. Though, because People need visual aids. America is the true old world. You said Utah, right? Mm-hmm. Can anybody answer me this real quick? Can anybody answer me this?
Drinking water before bed burns 46 pounds in 2 weeks.
Can anybody answer this? Hold up. Can anybody answer this? Can anybody explain that thinks that they're so-called black? How are these Olmec heads? These Olmec heads. See, the phenotype is undoubtedly that of the Moor, and the headdress resembles a fez. So can you explain to me if you think that you're a so-called black person still today? Explain if you think you're an African American. Do you care to explain how this is carved in stone? You telling me they don't look like your uncle? They don't look like your cousin. You don't think that could be your cousin? If that came to life, peace, Moore. If this was a live, living, breathing person, you don't think that that resembles your uncle, your brother, your cousin, your father? You don't see no phenotype. Nothing matches anybody in your family. Whole time, fam, this thing weighs 10 to 20 tons. Hold up. I don't think people really know how heavy that is. We talk about something that weighs 10 to 20 tons, G. Tons? We ain't talking about 10 to 20 pounds, my nigga. 10 to 20 tons? How are these things found here? Y'all know these things was found here? They was found all here, South America, Central America, North America. All of these things was found in these lands over here. Not over here. Not over here in Israel. It wasn't found over there. It was found over here. This is where all this stuff was found over here. And guess what? They're still finding artifacts underneath the ground. See, the more you dig, it's gonna get Moorish. The more Moorish is gonna come out. The deeper people start digging, the more Moorish you're gonna find out that this planet has always been. Yeah, we have many different names, but the last name of our people collectively was Moor. M-O-O-R. M-A-U-R. M-O-R-H. Or you could say M-O-R. Or you could say Moros, Muir, Mu. It's many different names. Many different names. M-U-U-R. You could have M-U apostrophe U-R. The Khalifa Moors out there, they was Moors that way. Queen Khalifa. M-U apostrophe U-R. You see? So, but again, all of this was found over here. Over here. We are the same people, fam. You see? Jorel, you on top, you on business, more. You on business. Marano. If somebody that speaks Latin wants to disrespect you, they're gonna call you a negro. That's disrespectful. That's like that's calling you out of your name. That's calling you black. That's disrespectful. Ask anybody to speak Latin. But if somebody wants to respect you, they're gonna call you a moreno or a morena. They're not gonna call you a negro unless they hear you first say that first. They're not gonna call you a negro because that's disrespectful. They're gonna call you a marano. Oh, it's a marano. Or a marana. Or eres marano. They're gonna say you're a marano. They're not gonna say estoy negro. Está negro. They're not gonna say that. See? unless they hear you say, call yourself black. Yeah, you said some Moors were victims of, hence they lost. Yeah, they lost. The same, look, the same things happening today is the same things as happening before. Except today, with all this information and technology, fam, you realize they did a scientific study. Somebody in today's times can learn more. Listen to me. They can learn more in 24 hours in today's times than it would take somebody to live a lifetime ago. You can learn something today in today's times with all this technology, laptops, tablets, 5G. You can learn something in 24 hours more than it would take somebody 100 years to learn what you could learn in 24 hours. Real rap. This is a scientific study. 24 hours, you can learn something that it would take somebody 100 years to learn. You can learn it right now, 24 hours. For real, though. For real, G. For real. So when you say something like this, how did these Olmec heads get transported? How? Look at the face. Look at the face. And he got a fez on. You see? This is, fam, this ain't like something light. This is carved in stone, fam. That's carved in stone. See, people be needing to see pictures. And when somebody say, see that right there? Israelites? We are Israelites, though. But Israelites are just Moors. You know what I'm saying? The mothership, the peace. We are them. You know what I'm saying? We are those. You can't tell me right now you ain't got no uncle that look like fam right here. You can't tell me right now you ain't got no daddy that look like dude right there. Come on. You can't tell me right now that you ain't got a brother that look just like dude right here. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that. This is an Olmec head. That's an Olmec head. Hold up. Hold up. You want to see something wild? You want to see something wild? There it is. That's Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali got a fez on. Hold up. Hold up. Muhammad Ali with a fez on. There's the Olmec head with a fez on, carved in stone, though. Hold up. That's carved in stone, nigga. That ain't something light. I don't know how hard it is or difficult it is to carve something in stone. I know it ain't slight. It ain't easy, though. Like it's something slight or something. No, sir. That ain't easy. There's Muhammad Ali, though. He got a fez on. Why does a boxer call himself Muhammad Ali? He got the Quran. He kissing the Quran, and he got a fez on. Oh, there's Farrakhan. Oh, there's Farrakhan with a fez on. Oh, why does Farrakhan have a fez on? Why does Farrakhan have this on? Why does he have that on his head? Why does Farrakhan have this on? What does Farrakhan know that they're not telling us? See, history, you just got to dig for it. You got to dig for it. And you like, damn, wait a minute. Hold up. Said Mexicans? Yes, my Mexican brethren. You too are a Moor. Morano. Moro. Yes. Brothers and sisters better pay attention. These are so-called Mexicans. All I'm in there is fazed up. Oh, this really gonna blow your mind. Restaurant El Moro. Especiales hoy domingo. What that say right there? Cosmuel, Mexico. Big pictures. See that right there? Turbaned up. Restaurant El Moro. See how we starting to put it together? Mexicans got fezzes on. And you know, hey, and you know how Europeans, they always be trying to copy our style, right? They always be trying to copy our style. Europeans do what they do because, again, Moors was here first. Islam, Moors was here first for millions of years. So when Europeans put our fezzes on, you have some honorable European hybrids that put the fez on, showing homage and respect to the Moors. Then you got other ones who don't pay homage to the Moors. And they're on the dark side, the dark force. See this right here? Now keep in mind, Europeans have only been on Earth for about 1,000 years. All right? So your uncle, your cousin, your daddy, your ancient forefathers and foremothers, we've been wearing this. And you got to ask yourself, this is old. This is older than 1,000 years old. Facts. It's older than 1,000 years old. Why are these people putting our fezzes on their heads? You see? So who's copying who? Who are these imposters? Are you starting to see it now? You see? Are you starting to see it now? Why are they copying us if we don't know what we're talking about? You see? You see, all you got to do is start digging. Once you start digging, then you're going to find out what's really going on. See? You just got to start digging, G. Once you start digging, it's on. It's on. All the information going to start coming to you. Pyramids. Pyramids. See that? Pyramids. This is Peru. See that? Pyramids. Is that a book that they're on? Yeah, it's on a book. This book is called Moors and Masonry, written by Brother Abdullah El Talib Mosey Bey. Moors and Masonry. I want y'all to see this clip real fast. How much time is it? I want y'all to see this clip real fast. Check this out. This book is called Moors and Masonry. Try to see this clip. Y'all know the movie.
Sicilians were spawned by niggers.
True romance.
Yeah. It's a fact. Yeah. You see, Sicilians had black blood pumping through their hearts.
Listen.
And no, if you don't believe me, you can look it up. Hundreds and hundreds of years ago, you see, the Moors conquered Sicily. Believe me, you can look it up. Hundreds and hundreds of years ago.
Say what?
You see, the Moors conquered Sicily.
Who conquered Sicily?
And believe me, you can look it up. Hundreds and hundreds of years ago, you see, the Moors conquered Sicily.
The Moors, huh?
And the Moors are niggers. See, way back then, Sicilians were like wops from northern Italy. They all had blonde hair and blue eyes. But, well, then the Moors moved in there and, well, they changed the whole country. They did so much, but, well, then the Moors moved in there and, well, they changed the whole country.
Oh, I know all about it. I know all about it. You probably like, damn. How, Sway? How did I see that movie? I don't know how many times, and I never connected that with that. I know. Yeah. Wops is another derogatory term. Just like somebody being called a wetback. Just like somebody being called black. That's a derogatory term. Derogatory. Somebody call you an African American. That's a derogatory term. It's not good. Somebody call you a wetback. Somebody call you a bean picker. Somebody call you black. That's a derogatory term. That's not something you should be comfortable with no more. It should be like, nigga, don't call me that. Don't call me that. Maleficent, Islam more. Maleficent does touch on that. If you look up the story of Maleficent and you see the whole script, Maleficent, she was the defender of the Moors. Somebody call you colored, that should make you, hey, don't call me that. Instantly. You should be on, nigga, don't call me that. I ain't black. Don't call me black. Nah, don't call me no African American. You should get offended with that because that's derogatory. It's derogatory, G.
Well, then the Moors moved in there and, well, they changed the whole country. They did so much fucking with Sicilian women, that they changed the whole bloodline forever. That's why blonde hair and blue eyes became black hair and dark skin. You know, it's absolutely amazing to me.
See? You see? You see how in these movies, it's always been there because they ain't got nothing else to talk about. You see? They don't have nothing else to talk about. So they got to talk about Moorish history. But they'll try to play dumb with it, though. They'll try to finesse it and try to put these little innuendos in there whole time. They really telling you some things, but then they lying at the same time. So you like, if you don't really know what you're looking at, you don't really know how to put it together. Once you put the Moorish eyes on, you turn it up, you turn. Now you like, these niggas been telling me this whole time I'm a Moor. They've been telling me this whole time our people Moors. I just didn't know what I was looking at. That part. That part right there. That part right there. Yeah. They got to keep people ignorant because ignorance is $1 trillion business. If you can keep somebody ignorant, think about how you could finesse them. You could finesse somebody so many different ways if they don't know what's going on. You could finesse them. It happens all the time. Look at contracts. Look at contracts. And then look at contract law. When you can finesse somebody with a contract, they're now bound, they're binded to that contract agreement, even though they got finessed. But see, if they got finessed and now there was no full disclosure, now they got a case because there was no full disclosure. You didn't tell me what it was. So therefore it was fraud. Ab initio. You say, what book you talking about, more? You talking about what? This one? This one right here? Moors and Masonry. Contract law is a beast. Them dictionaries facts come in handy. They come in handy. You gotta know what you're looking at. You just gotta know what you're looking at. That's all it is. Once you know what you're looking at, you good. Because now anybody can put a contract in front of you and you know what you're looking at. You ain't gonna get finessed. You know what I'm saying? Moors and Masonry. Brother Abdullah El Talib Mosey Bey. Yeah, Islam. Islam. Oh, you can get a screenshot? Go ahead, More. Get a screenshot. Get that screenshot on.
You won't walk away from it.
All right.
Go ahead.
Keep in mind, they tell us all the time. Prophet Noble Drew Ali told us, if you doubt that I'm a prophet, watch my prophecies. And then you come right back here. So what he was saying, he said, I'm going to make the European tell the truth. That's you don't think that's happening right now? All these movies that's been out, you don't think that's happening right now? Fam, it's been happening. We just been just indoctrinated with these belief systems that we looking at things and don't even realize they're really telling us who we really are. We're Moors. But we've been thinking that we so-called black people. See? So the European, according to Prophet Noble Drew Ali, he said, I'm going to make them tell the truth. I'm going to make them tell the truth, fam. I'm going to make them. Even if they don't want to, I'm going to make them. This is Exhuming of a Nation, written by Grand Sheik, Pleasant Bay. Yeah. Lexa, peace. So, you see what's going on? Do you see what's going on? These are the 5 components of a natural man. See that? Or a natural person. Natural person. Word. The key word is indoctrinate. If you indoctrinated, fam, you got to wake up. If you indoctrinated, you got to get out of there. You got to wake up, fam.
Where your shipping address,
Yeah, you got to wake up, fam.
Your tabs go.
Hold up. Let's go right here for a second. Let's go right here for a second. Let me see something. Let's go right here for a second. Let me just see something real fast, G. Hold up. Let me just see something real fast. Let me just see something. Is it still up here? Is it still up here? Let me just, there it is. There it is. Hold up. Let me just see something real fast. The 5 components of a natural person: spirit, soul, body, nationality, and creed. Don't you got 5 fingers? You got 5 fingers on each hand. So you got 5 fingers on each hand. So if somebody chopped off 2 of your fingers, let's just chop these off. Chop them off. You still got your hand, but you're handicapped. So since you're handicapped, you can't really function. You know what I'm saying? You can't really grab nothing. You can't really do what you really want to do because you're handicapped. You feel me? You still got your hand. Yeah, you got your hand, but you're crippled. You're crippled instead of having these 2. Bing bong. Now, you got your fingers. You got your fingers now. And when you're talking about this right here, you're still looking at this right here. You're still looking at isonomy, which is more science. This is the study of the universe. You see, everything that we've been taught has been indoctrination purposes. It's been taught to miseducate us. So when you see something like this, you like, oh, nah, no, you part of that secret society. No, sir. This right here is more science. You just got that book, Islam. Now, I want to show y'all something. We talking about European telling the truth now. We talking about the European telling the truth. Let's see if we can get a little action on this. Because IG be tweaking. IG be tweaking. They don't be letting me do what I really want to do on these beam mods. They be tweaking though.
Yeah, so this right here.
Listen to this. I'm going to tell you.
Check it out. Story time. So back when I was younger, I go through the encyclopedias and the dictionaries because we didn't have no fucking television. And in one of those books, there was this page that had all of these flags on it, right? And then there was this flag right there with the cedar tree. It was the American flag. And I asked my parents, why is that the American flag? Because I was under the impression that we had stars and stripes and shit. And they said, well, because it's wrong. You know, they didn't know. They didn't know.
Listen.
And they didn't want to teach. So fast forward through time, and here I am thumbing through TikTok. I run into this fucking guy. I don't like everything that he says. You know, sometimes it fucking hurts my feelings and shit. But other times, I'm like, you know, I'm just happy I met this guy. He's right. That's it.
See that? You see? This ain't about Cush Day. This ain't about me at all, G. This ain't about me at all. And the G stands for gnosis. Or you take the G off and you put the K there. You see, it's interchangeable. With the G and the K, it's interchangeable. That stands for knowledge. Knowledge. That's what it stands for. So when you're looking at this right here, you're looking at this right here. You're looking at isonomy. You're looking at the science of the universe. You're looking at this. Islam. I, self-law, am master. This is what you're looking at. You're looking at the American flag, the Al-Moroccan flag. This is the Al-Moroccan Empire. All the way up here. All the way over here. You're looking at the Al-Moroccan Empire. This is what you're looking at. But due to the indoctrination of the John D. Rockefeller school system, we think when we see things like that, we think we tweaking. Like, nah, you got to be part of some kind of secret society to wear that. No, you don't. No, you don't. All this is more science. Exactly. The seventh letter in the alphabet. And the seventh letter in the alphabet, that G, it means perfection. That's that number 7. Let's take it to real life. All right, let's take it to real life. Because people need big pictures. I like showing big pictures because it makes things relatable. It makes things relatable. And that's what it's about. It's about being simple. It's about being on point and relatable. That's how I look at it. The prophet said we need to make things simple. The feds should be plain. That's how things should be. It shouldn't be all that mumbo jumbo. Just get to the point. Let's make it relatable. Now, we all out here, we familiar with this right here. We familiar with that, right? Ain't people out here familiar with that? Okay, so since you familiar with that, let's keep it simple. You familiar with that? We're gonna keep it simple. Hold up. Let's go right here. Let's go right here. Let's go right here. Let's keep it simple. Shout out to bro Dave East. So let's keep it simple. Nah. See this right here? Keep it simple. Let's go right here. See that right there? See, I used to say the number 7. What do that look like right there? I want you to look right there in the shadows right there. I got you. I want you to look right here in the shadows. Let me zoom in. Let me zoom in. I want y'all to look right here in the shadows. Look right there. What do you see? What does that symbolize? What is that? See that? What is that? What number does that resemble? You see how we looking at things all the time and it's right in our face? Right in our faces. See that? It's not magic. It's mathematics. The circle 7. And then you got right here. Right there. Novus Ordo Seclorum. See? You see? It's right here. But it's flipped. Wasel Islam war. See that right there? It's just flipped. So we got to put our capstones back onto our temples. It's all more science. So we got to put our capstones, which is our mind, our Moorish mind, our divine mind, and it's right here. You just have to connect this to this. How do you do that? You study more science, the mundane circle, the Coptic cross, the Celtic cross. See that? Or the swastika. See that? Then you got the 7. See? You got the 7. See? Then you got the master seal. 333, 333, 333, 333. Exactly. You got to put your thinking cap on. That's where it came from. You see how we be having this stuff already inside? All of this stuff right now that I'm speaking to y'all right now, you already know what I'm saying right now. That's the wild part. When you really think about it, I'm not really saying nothing that you like, oh, that's really something extravagant. You might feel like that, but it's already inside your genetic DNA. You just got to unlock it. You just got to connect them dots. And that's what it's about. It ain't nobody way up here. It ain't nobody way down there. You just in the middle. You just in the midway. That's where you at. You cooling. You right there. You right there. That's it. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. Hold up. That's where it's at. Ain't no way above. Ain't none of that, G. Ain't none of that. See, that's what that knowledge do though. And that's what these dark ones, they just don't want people to wake up to that. Whole time you already got the answers. You just got to unlock them. You just got to unlock them. They already there. Just got to unlock them, G. That's all you got to do. Time is. Just got to unlock them. That's all you got to do. I'm going to show y'all something real fast, though. You know that word? You know that word? Like you say that word, indivisible. You know that. You know how they go. And what you say when you saying the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the Republic? The Republic? Do that say democracy? No. Okay, so we ain't in no democracy then. So since we ain't in no democracy, the hell we out here talking about a republic for? See? You see? It's so subtle, but it's right in our faces. So this ain't a democracy. This is a republic, which means the power is the people. So since the power is the people, it's time to take what's ours back. So you say, "Allegiance to the flag, United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands." To the republic for which it stands. Not it stood over there for a while. No, it stands. Indivisible. Indivisible. You ever look that word indivisible up? You ever looked up that word indivisible? Scott Forsman's Advanced Dictionary. Let's look it up together. Let's look it up together. Let's look it up together. You know, let's do it in real time. Let's do it in real time. What that say? Indivisible. Adjective. That cannot be divided. That cannot be divided. Exactly, Lexa. Islam. That cannot be divided. That cannot be divided without a remainder. See that? So if it can't be divided, you know how these people been out here. You know how these people been out here doing what they've been wanting to do. You said you own it. That's what I'm talking about. Islam. Scott Forsman Advanced Dictionary. So you said indivisible. That's indivisible. So how have these people been able to do what they've been doing? You already know the answer. To divide us up Yo, you this race, you that race, you white, you black, you brown. You an African American, you a Hebrew Israelite. Oh, you an Indian? Divide and conquer. That's how they've been able to divide people, making us from being indivisible to divided. That's what they've been doing. That's what the dark ones have been doing, to feast off our energy. That's how it's been happening. Gee, that's how it's been happening, G. What is that? You want to see something? You want to see something wild? You want to see something wild if I get up out of here? Okay. You want to see something wild? Let me see if this is going to play. Gee. See something wild? You want to see something wild? Listen.
I thought I'd just make this real brief video.
He said, remember, Noble Drew Ali said he was going to make the European tell the truth, didn't he? Didn't he say that?
Peace and love to all the honorable nobles out here in Khalifa, Al-Marak, all over the world, you know what I'm saying? I thought I'd just make this real brief video. I read somewhere that the Prophet Noble Drew Ali was going to make the European enforce his law. Man, I believe that, okay? And I find it really disheartening, but also very telling about how much nobles study the Prophet, you know? When they get mad at people who look my complexion for trying to stand up for the Moorish Divine National Movement, they're getting pissed off. Bro, like, y'all don't want people to stand up for what's right. Man, you're in a fucking hole. You can keep on digging that hole. I know where I'm going to be at. I'm going to be with some honorable Moors. And we got Cujo L, we got Khalifa Society, we got all these great Moors out here. And I just...
It's just like that. It's straight like that. Yo. It's straight like that. Ether. It's straight like that. It's straight like that. What else you need? What else you need, fam? What else do you need? Prophet Noble Drew Ali told our people in the 1920s, I'm going to make the European tell the truth. But nah, you got people out here that want to argue and all that about race and colors and what school of thought you go to, and none of that matters. Bing bong. Mafia, what's up, more? Hey, you know, this ain't nothing but a late night cook up, though. Peace and love to all the Muslims. Remember, this ain't about Cush Day at all. This is about what the Prophet was talking about in the 1920s. It's 22 now. That's a century ago. It's a century ago. So what are you going to do today? What are you going to do today? What are you going to do today? Are you still going to let somebody slander you? Are you still going to let somebody call you a derogatory term? You said I'm really leaving now. Hey, yo, are you still going to let somebody call you a derogatory term? When they call you black, they're calling you something derogatory. They're denationalizing you. That means they're taking you away from your nationality. Oh, you a black man. You a black woman. Denationalize. Denationalize. Oh, you an Indian. Denationalize. Oh, you a Hebrew. Denationalized. They're denationalizing you right in front of your face. Right in front of your face. Right in front of your face. They're denationalizing you. They're calling you dead right in front of your face. But you think, nah, it's a term of endearment. That's just what they say because we don't really know where we came from. No, they're denationalizing you. That is a weapon of, it's called denationalization. That's what's happening in front of your face, but you don't realize it's happening because we never got taught this. So when somebody calls you black, African American, Indian, color person, people of color, they're denationalizing you. They're using a derogatory term, no different than if you would call a Mexican a bean picker or something like that, a wetback. That's derogatory. You don't call nobody that. You don't call nobody that because it's derogatory. That's like calling an Asian a derogatory term, like chink or something like that. You don't call nobody that. That's derogatory. But our people be thinking like when we get called black, Negro, colored, Indian, African American, we think that's like, yeah, that's a love term. That ain't no love term. Because we've been miseducated, fam. We've been indoctrinated with beliefs, doctrines of belief systems. No.
Study the prophet, you know. When they get mad at people who look my complexion for trying to stand up for the Moorish Divine National Movement, they're getting pissed off. Bro, like, y'all don't want people to stand up for what's right, man, you're in a fucking hole. You can keep on digging that hole. I know where I'm going to be at. I'm going to be with some honorable Moors. You know, we got Cujo L, we got Khalifa Society, we got all these great Moors out here. And I just, honestly, I can't stay with the weak. To me.
Huh? Shout out to Khalifa Society. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's about it right there. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it right there. Yeah, it's about that about do it. Hey, that about do it right there. That about do it right there. That about do it. So that about do it right there. Bombs away. Bombs away, fam. Bombs away, fam. It's Rise of the Moors, fam. You ain't know? Ain't no more scared. Ain't no more scary business. Bombs away, fam. Bombs away. That scary business is over with. Bombs away, fam. Claim your nationality. Bombs away, fam. Bombs away, fam. Who are these imposters? Moors and Masonry. Circle 7 on the same thing you look at every day. It's right there. See the Circle 7? That blue book, I got you. See that? Circle 7. Islam wars. Get that in your life, man. Don't forget about this one. Don't forget about that one. Bombs away, fam. Your torch. Our self-law and master. Bombs away, fam. Ain't no more scary business. Oh, yeah. Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman, G. Harriet Tubman. You know. Hey, man. So, this was really going on in the world. All that color stuff and all that, fam, all that stuff right there is just to divide us. You want the victory or you want to keep playing games? Because the only way you're going to get victory is a study. Huh?
Check me out right here, yo.
Huh? You got to study. You got to know yourself. You got to know yourself. You got to know yourself. It's the Moorish Empire.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's the Moorish Empire. It's the Moorish Empire, G. It's the Moorish Empire, G. See that? It's the Moorish Empire. It's the Moorish Empire. See that right there? We on both sides of the world. Northeast of Mexico, northwest of Mexico, southwest of Mexico. All this right here. See that? All this is the Al-Moroccan Empire. It's nowhere you ain't never been at. Nowhere. And guess what? This is where it started at. Here. See, it started over here in the Americas. Why you think you can't go in the Grand Canyon? So, you want victory? Because you can only get victory. That can only be achieved as the great book written by Sun Tzu. First, you got to know yourself. Then you got to know your enemy. Then you got to know the environment. So if you don't know yourself, you don't know the enemy, you don't know the environment, you're going to lose. So in order to achieve victory, you got to know yourself, know your enemy, know the land, know the environment. Islam. Hope y'all learned something from this beam out. Don't forget, tune in to my Patreon. Like a lot of the info that I put out, I throw a lot on Patreon because I see that like IG, they be censoring crazy though. So check out the Patreon, The Real Cush, same name, The Real Cush Day. YouTube going, I've been ethering YouTube, so go check the YouTube out. Same name, The Real Cush Day. You already know TikTok on ether mode. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate all y'all tuning in. We're going for the victory, fam. The victory is ours. You just got to declare it. Declare it. Peace and love to all you Moors out there, all you Muslims out there that tune in worldwide, though. You got questions? I'm finna slide. Just DM me or something. All right? Appreciate all y'all. Islam.